idea how good she can actually be. I normally see the pro gamers play, but they don't get a lot of chance to actually get all the damage off, because they get harassed a lot by the opponents. And this is of course not a good engagement, so very wise to get out of that. Oh, get him! No mana. Oh, maybe next time we should invest in some mana first. So I really like getting out of there at very low health. And LeBlanc not able to seal the deal because, well, all of the skills cost like 90 mana average, and she only has about 800 mana. So you can see that after about 2 bursts, she's just unable to do it the third time. That's the problem with the spike damage dealers. It's very hard to keep up the damage, because you just run out of cooldowns, and you're going to have to wait for, yeah, well, this is only 5 seconds, this is 15 seconds, 9 seconds and 36 seconds, and you can see that after you burst them with all 4 spells, you're going to have to wait for 5 seconds to be able to deal some more damage, and that is only 1 spell. So anyway, I'll explain a little bit while we farm here. I'll explain a little bit about the skills. The first one, I already explained the innate ability, which is the mirror image. The Q skill is basically just the one where you see the little image appear above someone's head, and it's a mark. Every time you then deal damage to the same target with one of your abilities, that is, it deals an extra 100 damage, plus the, in this case, 49 from your ability power. So that adds up to being a lot of damage. As you can see, well, with 4 skills you can trigger it 3 times, so that's another 450 damage. The second one would be the kind of the flash. To me, it's just like a flash. So you flash from the position you are now to another position, you deal damage, quite a lot of damage actually. Well, we are now at 265 something. And, well, not a kill, nice. But anyway, you can teleport back to where you came from within 3 seconds. And then the ethereal change, well, we saw that a few times already, but, well, it's basically a snare, but you have to keep into range. You have to first land your skill shot, then you have to keep in range for 2 seconds, and then if that all works, you do, well, some damage. It's not a lot of damage. It's a total of 240 damage or something in this case with this amount of AP. And you basically snare them for 1 second. So to me, not the best skill, but it's okay. Then the ultimate is kind of tricky, because the ultimate actually lets you duplicate your last spell. And that, of course, depends on what your last spell is. So in this case, as you can see, it is the Q that has been cast last, and it will duplicate that one. And there we see the burst once more. And now she's just waiting for her abilities to come back up. And this, to me, is the problem with LeBlanc. Oh, she dies apparently. I'll unlock the camera for a while. But that's the problem. It's also the problem with Annie. But Annie has a reliable stun, and she has a lot lower cooldowns on at least one of her abilities, the Q. Well, I guess the 5.5 seconds here isn't too bad either. But yeah, Annie has some more. Well, can dish out some more damage because, well, she can stun reliably. She can use her bear even if it's on cooldown. So the Tibbers is actually, well, of course a huge bear, and the bear stays there to deal damage, to auto attack, but also to deal damage in the surrounding area. And the damage has been increased over the last patch, at least if you have enough AP. Because it used to be flat damage, and the flat damage has been reduced, but they added a 0.2 modifier to it for the AP. So 20% of your AP is now AoE damage. And Vayne kills her. So the game has been going back and forth a little bit. Mainly the teamwork from the blue team has been a little better than that from the purple team. Because they stick together when they need to, but they still farm the lanes. And we're actually going for dragon here. So you can see only one champion in bottom lane, which no matter what champion you are, well, unless you're a tank, I guess, it is quite risky to be in the bottom lane all by yourself. And yeah, you're going to get killed for it. In this case, she takes one of them with her, so I guess that's good. But still, it is quite risky to stay in a lane all by yourself, and you have to take a little bit more care of, yeah, staying together as a team and being able to support each other as a team, especially if you don't have an actual support character. Because with a Soraka here, you would have her ultimate at least to support you, but more importantly, she can stay with people because she doesn't need to farm. She can farm, of course, and if I can get the actual Soraka gameplay to work, I have what appears to be a really good game from Soraka, of Soraka, played by one of my viewers, and I cannot get the replay to work, but once it does, we'll see that she can actually farm quite well. So Vayne picking up some nice kills there, doing a good job. And LeBlanc up to 6, 3 and 5, with the overall score being 27 to 18. And this game, even though, well, there have been a lot more kills from the blue team than from the purple team, this game is far from over. If the enemy team picks up their playing a little bit, they should be able to come back, and I'm not sure they won't. Although most games that people send me, I think so far all games that people send me, no, I've had one loss, but most of them are games where people win, and that's not necessary. I mean, I post games where I lose all the time, because even though I played reasonably well, my team just screws up, which is fine. I mean, I just want to see this one hero perform the way he should, or she should. And that doesn't mean you actually need to win the match. Yeah, Katarina not doing the greatest job there with the ultimate. Of course going for Shen, but Shen I guess was too far away to actually hit. Because she definitely didn't die too early, because the ultimate was already finished. So another kill here, and well, the enemy team still doesn't group up. They still go in one by one, even though, well, with 2 spike damage dealers, there's a big chance that you're just going to get killed before you can actually do damage. And both of them are going to run away once they dealt the damage. Annie has her stun up, which is excellent, because that's, well, your one thing to do as Annie. Well, that and drop a bear on someone's head. And she actually has Tibbers up, so we should be seeing a Tibber stun in the next team fight. Well, in the next fight. I'm not picky. Oh, LeBlanc not actually following anymore. But we'll see, maybe we can pick up this fight. Or we'll see this fight in action. And there goes Tibbers with the stun, and there you can see that it's just an instant kill, and especially with Vayne there, who also does a lot of damage once his third hit lands. I guess it's called Silver Bolts, yeah. So already has her stun back up. I don't think I actually did one of these on Annie. I know there has been some games of Annie because I like to play Annie. Annie was actually my first character. And I really... No, Ashe was my first character. Annie was my first character that I was actually really successful with. So that's why I don't remember Ashe as much. Because I did play Ashe, but she's just very hard to play if you're new to the game. She dies a lot. And Annie is really easy to play because all you have to do is get your stun up and then land all of your abilities and then run away. So Annie again charging up her stun here, and I'm just following Annie around because LeBlanc isn't doing anything. So I'm not sure what I should be following her for. It's okay. I don't mind. So we see LeBlanc at 100 minion kills, Vayne at 99, and Irelia at 83, and Annie I guess at 78. Those are the really good amount of minion kills. Shen now picking up the Sunfire Cape to help him farm. And on the enemy team, well, there's only one that we can see that actually has some minion kills, and that's Mordekaiser. So huge amount of damage going off, but LeBlanc way too late in the team fight. Of course, she shouldn't be in the first attack anyway. That's where the other guys come in. Irelia coming back into the fight and might die for that, but it doesn't seem to be the case. Oh wow! So they actually pick off everyone. 4v5. Wow. Irelia actually doing a great job.